Welcome to my Christmas in July Slave Summer Bundle sponsor spotlight, which is where the magic makers behind the scenes are going to get their moment to shine. And today I am chatting with Laura and Dara Lee. We're going to bring the sparkle, they're going to bring the strategy, and maybe a little holiday cheer. So let's dive in. I'm so excited you guys are here today. I just love talking with you. And you've got a pretty juicy offer that I think people are really going to love. So I'm going to read a little bit about your bio and then let's dig in. So we've got powerhouse Dara Lee. And when she joins forces with high energy fitness pro Laura, the result is Wellness Warriors Ignite, which is a bold, no nonsense approach to lasting weight loss for professional women over 40 who are done with diets and ready for results. This is going to speak to so many people. I'm so excited that you're offering this. So tell me a little bit about how you came into this, how you two hooked up together, and how you created Wellness Warriors.
Well, Julie, it's such a thrill to be here and to support this. We're super excited because Dara Lee and I, our energy totally clicked when we met each other. And then what was really cool and very instrumental to Wellness Warriors Ignite is Dara Lee and I put together a survey and asked quite a few people about their lives. When do they like to work out? What have they tried before that didn't work? And around those answers, don't you think, Dara Lee, around a lot of those answers, we said, here's what the superpower is going to be, is in how we're in our program, superpower of how these women can actually get success on the steps that they're going to be taking to their wellness. Wouldn't you say, Dara Lee?
Yeah, it was like magic, really, when Laura and I combined forces, because I was all about ditching the diet and Laura's all about getting fit in 15, right? And we just pooled our resources, pooled our hearts together. And that's when Wellness Warrior just happened.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great combination, Dara. I've watched you on Facebook many times on your Beatless Mondays, and they're just so great. And Laura, I've watched you and joined in actually a couple times on your Fit in 15. And I love it because as a woman over 40, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. Guys, I'm not going to, how many years ago? My telling of my age. Back when I was 34, we'll just say that. And really, how much keeping moving is instrumental in that, plus the diet aspect of it for the inflammation. So I love this combination that you guys are offering.
And of course, you've got great success stories here. Dara Lee, losing over 50 pounds and how she did that. And also the stories we have of many of our clients, they're out playing with grandchildren and realizing they can't even get down on the floor with them, or they're running out of energy and they are missing all that quality time. And we have to figure out, how do we want to be in the next year, 5 years, 10 years? How do we want to be moving? How do we want to be feeling? And how do we want to have joy in life? And from your experience with rheumatoid arthritis, there's pain involved, right?
Correct. Yeah.
People out there in pain physically as well as emotionally about how they are in their state.
Yeah. I think a big key to what Laura and I really offer is helping women to see that when we implement these simple, just little steps, that's what we're all about, because most people are not wired so that they can make a 360-degree turn. Most people are wired, and we find especially busy women, we're juggling a million things. We need those little steps, and that's really what we help everybody combine and put into their life to just start the process and go from there.
Dara Lee, tell me a little bit about your weight loss journey, how it all started, and maybe a few of those little steps that you took along the way that really propelled you to where you're keeping it off after so many years.
Yeah. So, it actually started when I was playing with my grandchildren one day, and we were in the backyard running around, and literally 5 minutes in, I had to say, sorry, kiddos, Grammy's got to sit down. And it was honestly at that point that I said, wow, like I need to do something. This is not just the way I look. It had everything to do with how I felt in my body, how much I was able to really enjoy my life. Literally, I couldn't even run around and play. And I'm happy to say I can actually get up off the floor without using my hands now.
I love it.
Yeah, no way I could do that a couple of years ago. And yes, I've lost 50 pounds and kept it off. And that's the key because over the years, I had lost 20 pounds, gained back 20, maybe 25, lost 30 pounds, gained back. And I did that so many times over and over again. I was never able to keep it off. And it started with little steps. And what it started with was starting to look at some of the foods I was eating. I'm big on significantly reducing those highly processed foods that we don't even realize how much is in there. But we're designed to eat real whole foods, just foods, fruits, vegetables, beans, lean protein. It's about really looking at that and making those micro changes in the diet and starting to move.
Yeah.
Really, everything she just explained is exactly where so many women over 40 are. They've tried, dearly, and I laugh all the time at the different kind of diets that are out there. And everyone wants the quick fix. You got the cabbage diet and some other crazy ones, dearly, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've all, I don't know about you, Julie, but I definitely tried in the past some of these quick diets, eating only hard-boiled eggs and grapefruit or something. But getting stuck in those, you might lose a pound or two with some of these quick fixes, but you're not going to keep it off, and it's not going to change the method of how you're eating and how you're thinking about eating and how you're feeling about yourself. And what Darely just explained of what worked for her, we're finding is working for so many other people. Just taking baby steps, one little micro movement at a time and one little move at a time.
Well, I love that because like you said, we are just inundated with so much going on in our lives, especially at 40. We still may be raising kids. We still may have kids moving out and going off to college and the grandbabies coming in. And so that's perfect to implement just those micro steps along the way. Laura, tell me, have you always been in the fitness realm or is that something that you found later in life? Tell me a little bit about how you got into that and offering the 15-minute fitness.
Thank you, Julie. Great question. And when I sit back and reflect, my mom and dad, when we grew up, there's four of us, four kids, we were not allowed to be indoors if the sun was out. So if it's out, the sun's out and the light's out, get out there and play and then come in. We didn't have the electronics and that kind of thing back then.
Sure. So
that joy, the feeling, the emotion of how good it felt to be outside was something we were raised with. That's part of my mindset. My mom also, I just recognized real recently, she's 96 and still does this. This is why it suddenly made sense to me. Thinking about what would I answer this question? How would I answer this question? We grew up with her opening that front door and putting her arms up in the air going, oh, doesn't that feel good looking at the sun?
I love it.
And so we all looked at her and went, oh, doesn't that feel good looking at the sun? So the joy of being outside, the joy of how good that sun feels on your face is the root of it. And then we did a lot of skiing and camping and activities together. I was a school teacher and I loved getting the kids outside and busy learning rather than sitting in their chairs all the time.
Yeah.
Which was great for their education because they usually retained most of the information because they were up physically doing it and learning about it. Then I came to the Cayman Islands and taught school, and I had only 12 kids in the class, and we were barely ever in there. We're out doing adventures every day. And got into teaching baby swimming and activity, and I was doing the gym and teaching at a gym, and I had good old, what's that, jazzercise, Jackie, whatever her name was. I'd have a poster up, and I'd have 30 people with me following the poster, and finally one day, the woman that owned the gym said, Laura, tomorrow, no poster. And I was like, what? I have to teach a class. Anyway, from there, I loved it. But you know what it is, Julie? And Darely knows this. It's the joy I have from someone else getting the joy of feeling good. So when the light bulb finally goes on that they went for a walk to the end of the driveway and back, and they finally did it. It only took 5 minutes. And they're like, oh, "Ooh, that felt good." And then they start to understand, wellness warriors who dive right deep into really understanding what's happening in your brain by you moving for 10 minutes and why that dopamine does make you feel so good. And with that feel good, you want to do more. And I think that is really the secret sauce.
Yeah. I've watched you on some videos and you just light up when you're outside. And when you're out and moving, I just get so much energy from you. It's like I'm stuck in here on my computer and I'm like, "Okay, I need to go outside and I need to start walking with Laura and I need to start doing these little things." The combination of you two together, when did the Wellness Warriors become a thing? When did you guys really lock arms together?
Over a year ago.
Yeah.
Over a year ago. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So tell me a little bit about your offer and what you've got. You've got the Wellness Warrior Kickstart Kit. Tell me a little bit about that and let the listeners know exactly what they're going to get.
Julie, many people are very tactile learners and they need to physically be doing it. So we thought whatever we do, share with someone, and we've got to make sure there's a video component because people then can visually see what they're doing as well as explain it. So the first part of the bundle is 5 micro movements, simple things you can be doing at your desk, a video of 5 different moves with a description, whether it takes you 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or you're going to do it for 10 minutes just to get your juices flowing. And that's one component. The second thing is a really cool thing. Actually, Dara Lee put it together. It's a movement tracker. And here's the best part. It's printable. I've got one on my fridge. I actually carry one in my handbag as well, but it's in 5-minute increments. So gives people permission to say, okay, I did 5 minutes. It could be getting up, putting the laundry away and keep busy the whole time you're doing that and moving. That 5 minutes counts. So the movement tracker. And then Dara Lee.
And then we have a feel-good food cheat sheet, which is some brain-boosting snacks. Super simple to make. There's 5 of them. Combines fiber and protein, so you get a good energy boost, and a video along with that. I show you how to actually create these. And then we put in something new for your group. It's a daily wellness planner page. And we're super excited about this because it offers people the opportunity to just keep track of what they're eating throughout the day. No shame, no regrets, anything. Just looking at what are you eating and then reflecting, how are you feeling after you eat these? And really helps to just get in touch with really what you are eating. Also, there's a water tracker on there. Many of us are dehydrated. We're not drinking enough water. And it's important that you increase that slowly. Don't start, if you're only drinking 1 or 2 glasses of water a day, up it to 3. Don't up right to 8, right? You want to increase it slowly. And then there'll be an affirmation, a daily affirmation, because mindset is so important in this entire journey. We didn't really touch on that, but that is a big part of the journey. Like, why are you on this journey, and the big why? And having affirmations really help to keep one on target and on track.
I love this because first off, Laura, I'm a checklist girl. So if I can print out that movement tracker and help myself realize that maybe I'm actually moving a little bit more than what I think I am. And then especially for me, the food tracker and how I feel afterwards, because with my arthritis, there's so many foods that trigger me, but then I'll look back and say, I can't remember what I ate that triggered that. So that is fabulous. I am so excited to take a look at this kit.
Julie, do we have still one more thing in the kit?
You do?
Yeah. And it's really exciting because it's the mindset, and it's a video as well as description and giving you a specific breathing exercise that takes literally seconds. And when we're in school, no one teaches us how to breathe. Still not kids how to breathe. And your breath is so important to just how your body settles and how you approach your day, how you end your day. And so this breathing technique can get someone in a matter of seconds just to chill or reset if they're about to deal with something stressful, or we just think this whole mindset shift is so important as part of the bundle.
Yeah. This whole
Wait,
package,
there's one
you
more
guys-
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one more thing, Laura, that we did.
Yes, yes.
I love it.
All right. So when you sign up for the bundle, the first day you're going to get all of these the downloads and the videos, and the second day, watch for it because there'll be a link to book a free call with either Laura or I. That's a value of $297, and we're going to just help you figure out what are the best first steps for you to take. That's what this is all about, because it's getting those first steps so that you feel those successes. You get that dopamine boost that helps you feel really good. That's your feel good hormone. And that's what we want to help everybody do, is just start the first steps.
Oh, gosh, this is so good. You guys have put together this powerhouse bundle, and I am pumped to go look at it. So now that you've met the magic behind this brand, I want you to go grab your gifts, tap Dara and Laura's link to where you can go download this bundle, start downloading the freebies, and you'll be sparkling just in time for the holidays. You guys, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here with me today, how excited I am that you're going to be taking part in this journey along with me.
All
Thanks,
right. Thanks so much, Julie. Love being with you.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.